November. Just sold the 4 lettuce pallets that were there. Trying to think of what. Not sunflowers. Wheat's December. Alright. Straw looks like December. Oats, I'm pretty sure, are December as well. So, we won't be selling those this month. We'll be getting ready to go with all that on next month. Let's see what we have in here. I think this guy's gonna need some. Yep, need some water. So we got a choice to make. And let's check that. Nothing really that I'm that interested in. What? You got the trailer back there. What I'm thinking, there's a lot of trees there. This is super sketchy ground there. I'll put a water tower in. Or, excuse me, windmill in. Yeah, this guy's going. Give us a little extra money, but not massive amounts. What? Factories? Where is that? Nope. Silos? Silos? No containers? There it is. This guy. So, plan is put this guy in. He'll act as our water source. Gonna do it. Okay. So now we got a windmill. What we're gonna do now is probably again just lease this guy. Eventually we do want to own one, but right now we just at some point kind of thinking about putting another greenhouse in. If we do another greenhouse, then maybe we'll want to do something additional, but right now with the guys we have, we're just gonna go keep running with this. Don't think we'll probably be buying any fields today. Let's check contracts real quick. Got a corn guy there. Excuse me. That's not too far away, actually. That's a little ways away. Parsnips, red beet, carrots. We got one corn we could go do. I wonder if hiring a worker out to do a cornfield might not be the worst idea in though. Sorry, but that's gonna take some insurance money. Look like a tough car though. Be all right. Wondering if that guy wouldn't be worth taking. I think we will. 4.5 acres. There's another thing I want to try and think about doing today too, so I think we're gonna accept that guy. and a sniffle, so I apologize for that. Hopefully it's not too disruptive, but yeah. Hope I'm not getting real sick, but definitely feel cold or something starting to come on, which is always fun. But kids, right? Gotta love them. So I think we'll put one of these in to start with, and then we'll plan on taking combine over and starting to work on that. Then we'll see about my other thought. Alright, we'll check you guys back in a little bit. Alright, we got done with that corn harvest. Did find an apple right up here at the old Red Marble Lodge, so that's a bonus. Let's see if I can see any other ones real quick before I head out. One thing you'll notice probably from the time lapse is this tractor did not want to pull these two wagons, so I guess there's a couple things to notice. Bought these two Parkers. That is pretty quintessential Midwest small farmer. We had some wagons like that, and we had some grain trucks. I'd like to buy a grain truck at some point too, but these Parkers were the first purchase for that. It should help us relay some grain from the home place to the sell point, which should probably be for the most part, will be the Feed South grain place. But it didn't like pulling these two, not even both full, but one was full and one was, I guess, pretty full, but didn't like pulling those up that hill, and actually couldn't. So had to unhook one and take one up, and you know, I put a whole bunch of wood behind the tires on the other one so it didn't roll downhill. But then hooked back up to the other one and pulled it up, so got them both up there, got them both sold. So that's good. And we get to keep 2,700 liters of corn, so we will be selling that in corn. I think it's early next year. Ooh, June. That's a ways away. Alright. So it'll be a little bit before we sell that. Excuse me. So we'll go put that in the silo. We're starting to get a pretty good accumulation of crops in there. Got some sunflowers, we got oats, we got wheat, now we got corn. Hopefully that'll help us sell and keep making a little bit of money throughout the winter and into the next year. So these are not going to get put away. Got the headers on that side of the building. I think I have an idea what I want to do with these. It's not super lucrative and won't look awesome, but realistically I think it's probably what most farmers would potentially do. So we're basically going to go put these guys and which could hurt. I mean, it won't hurt storing them there, obviously, but it'll hurt our grass yield here a little bit. But we're gonna go park these guys in the trees. Let them hang out there all winter. Another thing I did mess up on at the end of last episode, which I thought about it during the day today, is, and you probably saw it, forgot to buy the yield, or the field info on field 9. So I did go and buy that today, and that's probably part of the reason why that 5,000 liters of lime I had did not go away quickly. So it is the next month. I think I could do it again, but I might wait till next month, but that's a super low score right now. Just dragging us down a little bit. I quite honestly might get the combine. I might put some more lime on that guy today. Either way, we're not doing terrible. Another 5,000 there. We're almost $19,000 in the bank. And we're starting to expand our equipment a little. And do the right things for the farm. But the windmill was super important. Now we don't have to go near as far to go get water, which will speed up things a lot for that process. So that was super helpful. I know I said last episode I thought we were gonna tuck the combine away, but now I think it's pretty much a sealed deal. We'll check contracts before we take the corn head off, but corn's pretty much the only thing we can do this month. We got that one contract done. So we should be pretty much done with that for now. The combine should be able to go to bed now for the rest of the winter. So I'm figured out if I'm going to try and do, which I think I will, another round of grass cutting. November is usually the last month it wants to grow. I can't quite tell if this is full growth or not. Some of it's got flowers in it, which is usually full growth. And the other stuff I cut doesn't seem to. So, a little confusing there, but we'll get there. That corn, but it's a ways away, and then you gotta go back up to red marble, so I'm not gonna do that. I have a cotton harvest, but that's a lot of money, and that breaks the $100,000 rule. Can't go lease stuff over 100,000, so I gotta buy it. Red beets, carrots. I do need to get myself sometime one of those hoes and a tractor that can pull it. And that'd be awesome. And a sprayer's another one at some point I want to get. So there will be some other weeding contracts that will open, weeding, hoeing, but not right now. I didn't see much for contracts, so I'll put this guy down. I don't want to do. So now money's. I mean, we're still doing okay. Don't get me wrong, but don't have a massive amount of cash. Like I said, almost 19,000. We'll sell 3 or 4, maybe 6 more pallets here in the next little bit. There's another one ready to go. Which this guy keeps dumping water in, so we're pretty good there. 450 for the next one. It's full right now. And this tanker's only got, what, 800 and some? It's only 1:30 in the afternoon. We may keep that guy running and see how the day goes. May empty him out at the end of the day, just to make sure we've got 40,000 before we return that. Because again, I don't. Probably next year we'll own our own water tanker, but for right now, for 1,500 bucks or whatever it was that we sat for 2, maybe 3 times a year, I think we'll just take that cost for now. So there are a couple good things from the episode. We got those 2 Parkers. Got a little extra money on the contract. And we got a little, almost more importantly, a little extra corn. I said it earlier, but check it again. Corn, we got 2,700 liters, and what, 1,200 bucks, 1,000. So that'll be a good amount. But here's the other big thing that we got today. We have water. Very close. So no jockeying back and forth and messing around with that. So that'll save a ton right there. I'll put some of these guys away. Then I may speed up some time until that water tanker gets empty. And refill and dump one last time in there, and probably call it good for the episode. So should be under 800 now, I think. Yep. So we'll speed up a little time, get that done, get that filled up, and probably move on to December, which will maybe cut a little more grass. We'll see how that goes. December should be a good month to do a bunch of selling, which will be good. December, not December. 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 December, not December. So we've got wheat, straw, oats, and barley. We'll go start selling next month. That should bring us up to a pretty decent amount, and we'll have the lettuce. That should bring the bank account up pretty solidly. So then we'll start thinking about, I'm not sure right now. We'll see what's in the sale, that type of stuff. But yeah, I'd like to thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. We'll move on to December and start getting ready for the winter months. So, thank you everybody.